Hey there, happy day 2551 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And in this segment, I've been documenting my journey since 2018 regularly. A couple times in 2017, I showed up on video, but I was still pretty scared to even show my face. Now, with Facebook, I record on Facebook video, and I did it. One of the reasons I stuck with it so long was because they allowed you to have these filters. So you could filter out your wrinkles, fix your makeup. Couldn't do much about gray hair unless you use some really fun masks or filters. They just discontinued those a few days ago, and so it's kind of a shock the first day. By the second day, I'm like, well, I'm gonna do videos every day anyway. This is what I look like. For the longest time, I never used filters, and then I discovered them and started to have a lot of fun with them. And now it's just one less thing. It actually makes recording videos and doing videos and processing videos faster because I'm not looking through, the 500 possibilities. So I'm sure there were tens of thousands, and that's why they stopped doing it. Plus, some of them were actually really creepy and heinous, and so I'm missing the wrinkle and makeup fix for my visual challenges, but otherwise, I guess it's just another thing that you could do. I'm sure I could buy some software and do all that, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna show up. What you see is what you get. So today we're talking about relationships from the life framework that I share, and I'm sharing it in both Supersize Your Business and in my Be a Better You annual challenge. We're doing one thing every day to improve ourselves, to be a better version of ourselves. And if you do one little thing every day, you'll find that you're a totally better, different person by the end of the year than if you just live your life and go through every day without doing anything intentional. So that's part of the purpose of the challenge. Well, today we're talking about relationships and how they can make us a better person, make us a better version of ourselves, as well as help us build and grow and supersize our business if you're a business owner, or to enhance your career, or just to create the life that we want, right? If relationships are such a key component to who we are and our identity and how we interact with the world, they have a huge impact on how we show up in the world, how we feel about our life. People that have good relationships tend to be more positive and optimistic. If we have good relationships in our life, we tend to feel loved and appreciated. Therefore, we can be more compassionate and more empathetic and kinder to other human beings, right? If we're in a bad relationship and we feel like we're not good enough or don't deserve something, it's hard to go out and be kind and treat other people well when we don't feel like we're being treated well. So today the challenge is just to think about your relationships and how you're showing up and how the other person's showing up. Remember, we can only control how we show up in our relationships. I remember hearing something about relationships, and especially our primary personal relationship, our number one significant other relationships. Everybody believes, or used to believe, and it might be from Tony Robbins that I got this, but I don't recall anymore, but it really stuck with me. We think if each party, in order to have a great relationship, gives 50%. You give 50%, I give 50%. I personally believe, and have found from personal experience, that that is a recipe for disaster, because number one, we can only control our side of any relationship. So we have to give 100% to that relationship in order to make that relationship be how we want it to be. Because we want the other person to give 100% too, right? We want them to be all in, and we want to be all in on that relationship. And if we're only giving 50%, we're not all in. We're only halfway in, and we're expecting, and it creates this really vacuumish expectation that the other person has to be giving all the time, and you have to be giving all the time. And that is not healthy for relationships. So we also learn from some of the bad relationships that we've been in that we can give too much, and if the other person isn't giving anything or the same amount of effort in return, the relationship isn't right for us. We've all had good relationships. We've all had bad relationships. At least the vast majority of people on the planet have been involved in a relationship. And by bad, I mean not right for me and not right for you. The same person can be involved in a relationship with another person, and it's perfect because they're a match, and we're not. And by match, I mean it's good for you, it's good for them, it's good for the world, because it makes the world a better place. So think about your relationships today, and how you might be able to, number one, how they're making your life either better or worse. I mean, I was involved in a relationship for a very long time that I 100% knew on a conscious level was making my life worse, but I was more afraid of changing than I was of staying in a relationship that I knew was super duper bad for me. Huge lessons learned there about how we think and how we feel and how we value ourselves, as well as the involvement of the other person, right? Because our responsibility is to our part of the relationship, and we can only give 100% of ourselves to a relationship, and it's up to the other person to decide what is in it for them and what they're going to give, and if they even want to be in a relationship. This applies both to personal relationships, family relationships, business relationships, all relationships. Imagine that. So, fun topic today. If I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have a fantastic day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.